Boyfriend won't stop saying woman moment. Hi, long time lurker here, finally decided to ask Reddit about my problem. Names changed. I, 17F, have been dating Carl, 18M, for roughly 5 months now. Everything has been going well except for one problem. Carl continues to make fun of me doing regular woman things, makeup, hair and skincare etc., by yelling woman moment as loudly as acceptable in that setting. If I'm having difficulty finding a decent outfit, I have a lot of clothes, he will say it. If he sees me doing my makeup or taking it off it is a woman moment. When I go to my therapy session, it's a woman moment. I can hardly live my life without it being a woman moment. I've asked him multiple times to stop, but he refuses. His excuse is that it's just a joke and that I'm overreacting. It's driving me crazy, I just want him to stop. What do I do? How can I make him stop? Edit/update, thank you for comments. I'm going to talk to him on Thursday again and then I'll decide if this relationship is right for me. Thank you for all of your advice. That sounds really immature and annoying. If you don't want to break up, I suggest you shout back douchebag moment, but honestly he sounds gross. Man-child moment. Shut the fuck up with that shit or I'm breaking up with you. I am a lesbian, take my advice with salt. I'm a straight male and it sounds like pretty good advice to me. I don't even get the joke he is making. It is super weird because it isn't a joke. He is low-key not okay with her routines, so he points them out. Woman moment, in the hopes that eventually it will make her uncomfortable or self-conscious and stop. Shout back asshole moment for a few times. If he does it 5 more times, suddenly change it to breakup moment and walk out. It's just a joke and that I'm overreacting. This is what bad partners of all ages say. Okay, putting aside the blatant disrespect and all that, how is going to therapy a woman thing? Question mark. Cause feelings are gay, bro, man up. My husband, 47, told me, 47, he is disgusted by my face, ass, and tummy. My husband started having some intimacy issues about 2 years ago. It started with lousy orgasms and it progressed to ED. A couple of nights ago he told me that my vulva grosses him out because it reminds him of his mom's vulva when she bathed with him as a child. Tonight he told me that he is also generally disgusted with my face, ass, and tummy. He says my face looks old, not the same as when we were young. Also my tummy looks different from when we were young. Admittedly my tummy is not as flat and toned as I would like. I didn't realize it was repulsive. My ass is super juicy because I work out a lot. He doesn't like it because I had a flatter, smaller ass when we were younger. I'm 5'7" and wear a size 10, so not skinny. He says his disgust at my changing body is why he can no longer perform sexually. I am at a loss at this point. I don't know where to go from here. Updated to add. First update might cause mass hysteria. He's been in counseling for a whole year. Can you believe that? We've been in couples counseling for over 6 months. Can you believe that? The therapist today had strong words for him. Secondly, I can never thank this community enough for all the kind support. I feel like I have a whole army of big brothers and sisters ready to throw down on my behalf. Considering how isolating these insults have been, the affirmations have been seriously comforting. Thirdly, I would love any opinions on this little factoid. He says the changes are disgusting because I have such a different appearance. But get this, when we got together I wore a 34B bra. As I've aged and matured I now have natural 36FF, perky and full. So this is a change, right? A part of aging? He says they are great. Lastly, I love the protective response from so many of you to point out his flaws in comparison, and he has many. He is bald, his back is covered in wiry pube-like black hairs, he has a tummy, he lost his plump rump. For me though, I could never hurt someone like that. I don't care what he has lost, or gained, he has still been my beau today. I fucked up man. I just wish it was a respect and admiration that was reciprocated. I would rather quietly take my leave. If there's a reason to stay married to someone who said that to you, I can't think of one. How does he remember his mom's vulva? That is really weird. Makes he wonder if he was abused. That is really disturbing. Also, no one should talk to their spouse that way. I think he is clearly feeling emasculated about his head and then blaming it on you so he can protect his fragile ego. I have a feeling he also feels ugly and old. Lots of men have head and feel ashamed, and get old and feel self-conscious about their looks, but most men do not deal with these feelings by lashing out at their partner and calling her ugly. He is saying this because he does not care about your feelings and does not understand empathy. I have a feeling he is a very stupid man. He is trying to get you to leave him. There is no other way to look at this. You can't get younger. So short of plastic surgery, you are what you are. Do you have children? Who owns your home? Shared assets? Speak to a divorce attorney and see how you can remove yourself from this marriage, because it looks like divorce is where this is headed and you don't want to be caught by surprise if he arrives with paperwork and suggests you leave. This might be true. It's definitely not the way Op looks. I bet she looks great. The mention of private parts is either meant to be hurtful or he's looking at nothing but porn. Tell him his flaccid dick disgusts you. What an asshole. 35/M, my girlfriend, 32/F, of 5 years is upset I turned down a promotion at work. I don't understand why this is an issue. Why is this driving a rift in our relation? Any advice would be appreciated. I don't know what I even did wrong. Made decent money, 41k, working for CPS. A promotion wouldn't be a huge increase and would only make my life much harder. I love my work and I can actually make a difference here. My girlfriend is upset because I lack ambition. I lack the drive to constantly improve like she does. Her logic is people are supposed to constantly change and improve. Simply accepting things as they are is a sign of immaturity. How can anyone say this? What am I supposed to do? Why is not desiring to move up in my career such a terrible thing? Maybe someone can explain why she's so upset. Money isn't an issue. What the hell can I even do here? What is so wrong about being content with my position in life? You two have a fundamental difference in how you view life. This could easily be a relationship breaker and maybe it should be. You and your girlfriend have incompatible views on lifestyle. I would expect her to break up with you soon. Here is the crux of the problem. I can afford to live. Not rich, but 41k is decent where I live. She works way more than I do and I guess she's envious. She's currently an assistant manager at a retail store making 60k. She works at least 60 to 70 hours and is always on phone calls on her off days. There are a lot of women out there who believe their men should make as much, if not more than they do. It ties into the idea of a man as the provider, protector, and all that. She is clawing her way up the corporate ladder to be successful. If she started as a cashier, she likely comes from a poorer background and has worked hard to escape and be successful. She likely is deeply resentful of you and your lack of ambition. She also may be losing respect for you. I'm not saying you are wrong. I'm not saying you don't deserve respect. Her perspective is more aggressive, more uncompromising, and has less room for empathy, the kind of traits you need in management. Also, $60,000 for 60 to 70 hours a week is not good. Some people are more ambitious than others. Nothing you can do. You both have different lifestyle expectations. Like my ex-wife was very much like you. She didn't like I worked so much and it caused a massive divide, eventually ending our relation. She was very much a career-minded person. On its face, saying you turned down a promotion might seem like lack of ambition, especially if you've been accused of being lazy in other aspects of the relationship. You explain how the promotion was really just more work without the benefits. It is. I don't have ambition. Never have, never will. That's the whole point. Why is that such an issue? I love my job and love where I am in life. Yes, and she still got upset. She's working retail. She started off 5 years ago as a lowly cashier and is now going to be a store manager making 6 figures near. She doesn't understand why I accept things as they are in life. Why wouldn't I desire to improve? She claims just accepting things in life is a sign of immaturity. Some people just don't get that happiness is important and think that the goal of life is always moving from the place you are at. She seems to be one of those people. Sigh, it's true. Can afford to live. I'm not rich, but 41k is decent where I live. She works way more than I do and I guess she's envious. She's currently an assistant manager at a retail store making 60k. She works at least 60 to 70 hours and is always on phone calls on her off days. I get that. I often have to get up at wee hours of the night to handle a situation at the shelter.